these eye traps on me. I defraud everywhere I go. And this happens to be from Amy's store, so this is the kind of stuff that Amy's promoting. All kinds of eye traps. Listen to that cousin-in-law you've got. She's a bold one, she's a fierce one, and she's right.
Hi beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. Happy Friday. I know you guys have been MIA for quite a few days. Things have been so hectic around here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. Usual disclaimer, please don't take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research, come up with your own conclusion. This has been sitting on my chest for quite a while. The relationship between Amy Duggar King and, I apologize, you guys, if you can hear noise going on in the kitchen. My daughter just got home from college. She's sorting herself out in the kitchen, and there's no way I can tell her to be quiet, but it'll stop in a few. So this has been on my mind for quite a while, the relationship between Amy Duggar King and KJ. This is pure speculation. I'm just talking about what I observe. And we know KJ has promoted Amy Duggar King and her store until there's no tomorrow. She is always harping on Amy Duggar King, and I don't know her. I'm not saying she's a bad person. I don't know her personally. I'm just going off of the dynamic between her and KJ, which to me seems so weird because, like I said, this woman promoted Amy Duggar King so much, and in my mind I would think to myself, but Amy Duggar King did not suffer any trauma, But there's Jill Dillard on this side that has been through so much. And she seems to have no sympathy for Jill Dillard because every chance she gets, she's bashing this poor girl, in my opinion. She is dragging her from the dog situation to how she raises her boys to the most minute thing she puts on Instagram. She leads to the fact of, example, when Derek was actually doing his finals and Jill posted something on Instagram, and to Katie that was, oh, Jill is so stressed. It's like, hell yes, Jill is stressed, but Jill is not stressed because of what you're thinking about or leading people on to think what's it about, because her husband is actually doing finals. That's no easy task. That's a huge thing. But clearly, KJ seems to know everything. So the other day she posted this video about a message that apparently Amy Duggar King has for Anna. And it's just so weird. It seems as though every time Amy post something on her Instagram, KJ seems to know exactly who it's for, who's it targeted to, and that just seems weird to me because, in my opinion, it was totally that was a totally cryptic Instagram. It could have been for anybody, absolutely anybody, but KJ says it's for Anna.
Here is the message that was sent by Amy Duggar King to Anna. Ladies, please don't go through life trying to be small, silent, accommodating, and convenient as possible. Speak your mind even if your voice shakes. Don't subscribe to extreme forms of modesty. Own your beauty, intelligence, and energy. Be fierce and unapologetic always. And then in her caption she said this. Found this quote, I just had to post it. Maybe this will help someone who will read it.
Now this is the issue I have, is that now all of a sudden, and go back and watch my previous videos, I made videos on exactly how, in my opinion, KJ feels about Anna. And if that message truly was for Anna, why can't Amy Duggar King just put it out there and put Anna's name in there? Why be so secretive or be so cryptic about the whole thing? It just really, it's not like you're dealing with the mafia. You basically just showing your support for somebody that needs support. And I'm sure it would mean a lot to Anna to know that Amy is reaching out and Amy's thinking about her. That's just my thoughts. All of a sudden, KJ seems to have all the understanding in the world for Anna Duggar, which makes me think, like, what are the talks behind the scenes, And then All of a sudden, she has this understanding for Anna. She has this compassion for Anna. She totally gets where Anna is in this time of her life.
It's really hard to leave Anna. It is. It's hard to make decisions. It's hard to break rank with everything that you know. It's hard to take the steps you need to realize that what you've learned is wrong.
And this is totally my opinion, but KJ needs to stay in her lane. She truly needs to stay in her lane. She doesn't know if she wants to be hot or she wants to be cold. She gives out so much negativity. I'll give it to her. She tries. Maybe she does try to be understanding towards Anna. But when you come against trying to be empathetic or compassionate or sympathetic to a person's situation, be that way only. Don't come with the negative and then come with the accusations and also speculate on things that have not been proven. And this is what I'm talking about.
In that freedom, your children are safe. They have no longer to fear the man that is not only hurting you, but hurting your children. In that freedom, while it's scary, while it could mean poverty, while it could mean uncertainty, it also means freedom from pain and from ABUSE, the physical, the emotional, the SA, all of it.
Now let's be clear about one thing, okay? Me, myself personally, if Anna has to be, or word has to be put out there that Anna has left this family, Anna is on her own, Anna has been shunned from this family, me, myself personally, I will go above and beyond and find and research ways on how I can support Anna and her kids. KJ was the one to mention that Anna has a sister that's a millionaire, that has her own private jet, that has everything that Anna will possibly need. So why is she putting it out there or making Anna feel, if Anna does see that things are going to be so hard? That is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Because at the end of the day, there's no doubt in my mind that Anna or her kids will ever, in my opinion, face poverty. There are too many people that are out there that is willing to help Anna and her kids. And that's the thing that I think, in my opinion, that irritates and gets on KJ's nerves, is the fact that so many people are out there wanting to support Anna and to help Anna out and her kids out. There's no doubt in my mind, and KJ, you are so fucking wrong. How can you put such negativity in this person's mind? KJ is trying to stay on, and this is just my opinion, KJ is just trying to stay on the good side of Amy, because now they're having the conversation of Amy being in support of Anna. So she has no other choice but also be supportive. She's trying to be supportive, but her heart just doesn't allow it. Totally my opinion, but that's just the way I see it. Now this is the part that truly got me. Truly got me. Is there proof? Has Anna or anybody else, but no, let me back up. Has Anna ever come forward and admitted or accused Josh of sexually abusing her? Not that I know of. Anna or social services or anybody come forward and said that Josh has done bad things to those kids? I don't think so. So by her saying, which I'm going to play in the next clip, that somebody close to the family has said that Josh uses corporal punishment on the kids, is that not hearsay? Just saying. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because those are bold accusations to make. Josh is a piece of shit, make no doubt about that. What he's done is absolutely despicable. He will get what he deserves. I don't have doubt about that. But now when you're going on, which you always do in my opinion, KJ, going on and putting in people's minds, hearing from, as you said, a person close to the family told you that he uses corporal punishment.
There's people around you that have told me that corporal punishment isn't uncommon in your place, that Josh does those types of things.
Wow. Absolutely wow. Also, this has been on my mind for so long, and it will deeply sadden me if this is true. The fact that KJ has mentioned how close Jill and Amy are, okay? So when she says that her source close to the family, and this is totally my opinion, my speculation. So everything that KJ is going off of, and she says her source close to the family. In my opinion, I truly believe that that source, or one of the sources, is Amy Duggar King. Because there's certain things that have been said in a lot of KJ's videos, which only could have come from Amy Duggar King. For example, when all this whole mess went down, nobody else could have known how Jill was doing except Amy Duggar King. And let me play this clip for you. I also want you to pay attention to the screenshots that I'm going to show you in this clip.
And Jill actually were in, they celebrated Grandma Mary's 80th birthday. So if you remember, Grandma Mary actually passed away a couple years ago. She drowned, and an accidental drowning. And so she would have had her 80th birthday a couple days ago. Amy actually sent me a photograph and a message via text message and let me know that Jill and Derek actually stopped by at her store, brought them ice cream, and they all sat around and talked and reminisced about Grandma, and that it was just a really nice day to spend together.
Katie said that Amy Duggar King sent her a photo via text stating that Jill and her family came over to a store with ice cream. They spent the day together, and they also were together in remembrance of Amy Duggar King's late grandmother, something to that effect. But my thing is that, why does Amy Duggar King need to tell KJ what goes on behind the scenes between her and Jill and Jill's family? Why did Amy Duggar King need to tell KJ that? Shouldn't there be some kind of loyalty from Amy's side to her cousin Jill? Because another thing is that, why did KJ go to Jill Dillard's Instagram to get those pics when she said that Amy Duggar King actually sent her a photo of them all together via text message? It's just weird. It's just weird. Should Amy Duggar King have at least a little bit of loyalty to her cousin Jill? Knowing all the shit, knowing all the shit that Jill has been through with this family. Or we can play devil's advocate, and I can play devil's advocate and say, oh, maybe Jill is feeding Amy this information, knowing Amy will feed it to KJ, in my opinion. Maybe. I don't know. But it's like, for me personally, family is everything. She said she's known Amy Duggar King for what, 1.5 years now, or just over a year. I think she said just over a year. Amy Duggar King was warned about KJ, and a response to that was, KJ has been nothing nice to her, so in return she is going to be nice to KJ. And it's sad, it's very sad to think that you've seen this woman drag your family, talk about them, or let's say the kids, the Duggar kids, except Josh. She has seen KJ drag those kids, make a fool of those kids, mock those kids, including Jill. And she chooses to be nice to her because KJ is nice to her. KJ is only nice to you, Amy, for a reason, because you are affiliated or you connected to those Duggars. So there are some things that KJ can get out of you, which in my opinion she has gotten out of you, Because there's no way in hell. There's one video I watched that KJ seemed to have known so much about each individual kid that nobody else will know but a family member would know. So I'm truly saddened to think that maybe Amy Duggar King is a total sellout and has no, in my opinion, totally speculation, has had no loyalty to the one person that she has been involved with, and that is Joel Dillard. And it truly breaks my heart to think that that's how low a family member would stoop. But like I say again, once again, you guys, I'm just speculating because I always tell you, I'm always quick to listen and slow to speak. Very quick to listen. And what comes out of a person's mouth speaks volumes. It truly does. KJ always seems to know how to interpret not all, but a lot of Amy Duggar King's cryptic Instagram messages. Like the last time she had a dream, where she had this dream about it being a dull day. I'll insert it if I can find it. And according to KJ, she felt that Amy Duggar King, Max, can you stop, son? Thank you. That Amy Duggar King actually knew what was coming because she put up those cryptic Instagram quotes. At the end of the day, it's a win for Amy Duggar King and it's a win for Katie Joy. Because in my opinion, Katie Joy gets the scoop from Amy Duggar King. Totally my speculation, totally my opinion. That's just the way I see it. And she gets that. Amy Duggar King gets exposure for her boutique. So you guys, I'm going to leave it as that. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And like I say, this is my speculation. This is what I observe. Please feel free to do your own research, come up to your own conclusions. Please have a fantastic weekend. Be safe out there. And please don't forget to be kind to one another. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
As long as your kids are in an environment like this, they're not going to thrive the way that they can. And you're not going to thrive the way that you can as a mom, as a woman.